What if Varuna's voids screamed with betrayal, clawing your soul to trap you in eternal ice? This bone-chilling tale from Varuna in 2275 will sink its teeth into you. Kael Vorn, a lone scout, unearths screaming voids that echo her betrayal of her best friend, but they're dragging her crew into a frozen abyss. Dare you face the cold? Varuna's icy wastes sprawl under a black star-streaked sky, their voids gaping like wounds in the frost. Kael trudges in her thermal suit, her boots crunching through brittle ice as she maps the dwarf planet's scars. The Outposts' domes flicker in the dark, her only refuge since Earth became a fading memory. Kael's heart stabs with guilt. Her friend Lyra died in a shuttle sabotage 5 years ago. Her last words, "You left me," haunting Kael's dreams. She searches the voids for answers to her betrayal. One day, her drill pierces a void and it screams Kael in Lyra's voice, a wail like splintering ice. Her chest burns with cold. She thinks it's the frost, but she freezes when the void pulses red and shapes Lyra's face, her eyes hollow, accusing her. Kael's terrified, yet she keeps drilling. The voids scream louder, their cries sharper, and chaos hits the outpost. Drills seize, lights shatter, and the air chokes, like it's stealing trust. Kael's scanner, her guide in the dark, stabs her mind, as if the screams are burrowing inside. Other scouts hear their betrayals in the void's abandoned allies, broken oaths, then turn rigid, encased in ice. Kael inspects a void, its edges carved with glowing runes that pulse under her light. She confides in Taran, a gruff engineer with a scar across his cheek from a rig explosion. Taran scours the wastes and finds runes, images of people frozen, their betrayals etched in ice. The voids shriek, "You're alone," in a voice that cuts, and Kael's hands tremble, dropping her scanner. What are these screams after? Kael and Taran venture to a void cluster, where frost bites like teeth and winds howl like betrayed ghosts. The voids scream in a maze of red light, their runes twisting too fast. Kael's gut churns, sensing eyes in the dark. The runes lead to a cavern of ice, its walls throbbing red like a bleeding heart. At its core, a screaming void pulses, exhaling frost like a dying star. Shadowy forms writhe in the mist, faceless but watching. Kael's head spins, like the voids, pulling her soul. Taran's sensors catch signals from the core, not earthborn, but from beyond the Urt cloud. The cavern feels alive, hungry. Kael's scanner flashes horrors, Lyra's sabotage shuttle, scouts screaming, an ancient outpost entombed in ice. Taran whispers the voids are the betrayal, not just holes, but a cosmic trap that feeds on broken trust. They serve the Forsaken, a force that thrives on betrayal, growing with every scream. The outpost crumbles, domes split in sudden quakes, heaters fail, and scouts march toward voids, their eyes glowing red like the runes. Kael fears they're lost. Taran finds a jagged shard in the cavern, etched with stars that pulse like accusing eyes. The voids roar, "We claim," and Kael questions if Taran's hiding something. The ground shakes, Varuna itself raging. Kael grabs a shard piece. It burns, showing Lyra's face, her voice pleading, "You did this." Kael's scanners all show a frost web, where betrayals freeze forever, each node a soul, each scream a broken bond. The void core displays a red lattice trapping every scout. The wastes groan, shadows mirroring the web, as if Varuna's waking. Taran finds runes saying the Forsaken crave the galaxy next, linked to other voids beyond, all starving for souls. Kael sees vision shadows with glowing eyes plotting to shatter worlds. The betrayal signals streak to the stars, calling the Forsaken closer. Radios wail Lyra's voice. Lights flash her face. Kael feels Lyra's faint whisper in the web, urging her to fight. Taran's eyes flicker. Can she trust him? Varuna quakes, shadows caging them. Kael stares at the void core, hands numb, sensing Lyra's ghost. She thinks of her betrayal, the outpost, and if this force is unstoppable. The air chokes, freezing her soul. The outpost falls silent, and Kael wonders if the Forsaken are already inside her. The voids scream louder, their frost thicker, alive with hunger. She steps back, but ice splinters, and the screams call her name. Taran's face pales, staring. At the core, they feel that something's coming, unstoppable. The wastes roar, alive. Kael grips her scanner, desperate for answers, but the screams pull her to the dark. The voids pulse like a storm, alive. Kael wonders if she'd escape or if the betrayals claimed her soul. Twist. The voids aren't ice, they're the throats of a star beast that feeds on betrayal, and Kael's sabotage woke it. Is Varuna a wasteland or a traitor's tomb? Would you face a screaming void knowing it craves your betrayal? Share your darkest fears in the comments. Smash that like button if this chilled your bones. Send it to your space nerd friends. And subscribe for more stories that'll haunt your dreams.